All right, so this is our new segment of our Metal Gear podcast. So there wasn't much going on in the Kojima side of things, but he did release his company's like a gift bag or whatever stuff. It had like a bunch of stuff inside. So I'm gonna bring it up here. If you go to Metal Gear Informer, which is where we get all our Metal Gear news from, you can see a close-up look at the Kojima Productions official goods set. Shortly after Hideo Kojima left Konami last year, he announced his new independent company, Kojima Productions, which you guys already know. It started the December 21st of last year. Fans were able to pre-order a special Kojima Productions official goods set, a bundle containing merchandise bearing the company's brand, and as well as things like the logo, stickers, etc. The sets were shipped on February 26, 2016. The goods sets, the minimalistic approach for its design, the paper box itself is all white with the shiny new company logo on top. On the sides are the phrases "From Sapiens to Ludens" and Kojima Productions. You could see it on the side here. It looks kind of like you ever seen how the iPhone comes in, that white box kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of all professional.
Right. So it comes like that. It's like this small box with the logo stamped right in the front. It has a note in the back. It says below it's the first compartment holding a tumbler, a 14 centimeter tall metallic beverage container with the Kojima Productions logo printed on its side. So the first thing you'll see when lifting the lid is a sheet of paper with a few paragraphs and text on it. A statement that gives us an idea of the new studio's creative vision. It's the same exact text that can be found on the official Kojima Productions website, with the only difference being a reproduction of Kojima's signature on the bottom. So it has like the logo on the bottom and stuff. So this is a cool kind of like, if you're a Kojima fan, this is kind of cool, to have, even if you're not really into his new things and you're just strictly like Metal Gear. I don't care if Kojima made it, which is rare, but this is kind of a cool collector's edition for your collection.
I mean, I feel like it's a big investment because honestly, he hasn't come out with anything
at all,
and
he's making money,
like selling merchandise.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're supporting a person and not just his work.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it doesn't go without, evidence, because we have seen evidence of his work. So I guess a lot of people believe in Kojima, and so he's capitalizing on it, and so he's using it to sell his brand that way.
For sure. He has so many good ideas, and this trip that he went on so many different trips, and with Mark Cerny. And just to see that a lot of people, I saw on Twitter, a lot of people were tweeting at him like, "Hey, I just got my production set. This just came in the mail. I'm so happy." Greg Miller tweeted at him, and he retweeted back. He was retweeting like most of it. That's why I was seeing it. He was like retweeting all of it and stuff. Maybe we should get one and retweet it at him.
Definitely.
So it seems like a lot of fans are excited about what he's doing next, but also they're Hideo Kojima fans, which is cool to see that you're actually supporting the creator of what's going on and his small team, like he said before. The next piece of news, which comes right after this one, is his Hideo Tube. It actually reached 100,000 subscribers last week. So earlier today, some pictures were shared by members of the Kojima production staff that show Kojima and Kenji Yano shooting episode 2 of Hideo Tube. Last month, the first episode in this new web series appeared on YouTube, in which Kojima and Yano talked about their favorite movies of 2015. Kojima made clear that the number of subscribers on the Kojima Productions channel and the success of the first episode would determine the future of the series. It looked like 100 plus subscribers, like I mentioned before, and almost 400,000 views for the first episode were sufficient for it to continue. The second episode was once again recorded at the YouTube Space Tokyo. So here you see a few pictures. If you check it out on Metal Gear Informer, you could see like the makeup room. I guess they have their own makeup room. It says YouTube Space Tokyo meeting. You can see Yano-san and Kojima-san sitting next to each other, talking about what are their favorite movies and stuff. And then they continue with their second episode here. At the wall, here they have a picture of, it looks like they caught him off guard here. But you see Yano-san with like half of his eyes closed. He was taking a picture smiling and stuff. And then they're shooting the second episode here. So, number 2, outstanding movies will be introduced for the next Hideo Tube. Stay tuned. Ayako tweeted out. So, tune in.
It seems like it's picking up a lot of traction.
Yeah.
People are actually tuning in to hear. I guess it's because it's getting into the personal life of Kojima.
A little bit,
which
yeah.
it hasn't before. He only did that through his games and his dreams. So I guess Hideo Tube is a way to do it.
He has a lot of influences from movies. I would suspect that he would probably continue with that, like creativeness and stuff. Like maybe next would be like directors or favorite directors or whatever and stuff. But
maybe he'll actually direct a movie.
You imagine maybe a Metal Gear Solid movie, which he can't do.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. Wishful thinking.
Yeah, which there is something that just got canceled that I know you'll talk about.
Of course. Yeah. I guess we should rip the Band-Aid right off since you started it there. I wanted to start with the good news and with the bad, but I guess bad news.
Let's start
first.
with the bad.
Let's start with the bad. So, do you remember the company that was, or rather the organization that was trying to do a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 with the Unreal Engine?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they have canceled. They said that they had to cancel because of something beyond their control. They weren't specifying what it was.
Yeah, they posted it on their Facebook page.
They weren't specifying what it was, but we can only speculate.
Right. I think we probably could make the right assumption on this
Probably. Will we? Yeah, let's do it.
Konami canned that.
I was actually gonna tell you, what was it that you told me when we were coming over here? Yeah, we believe maybe they gave him a cease and desist.
Yeah, probably
for the project, and I commented and I said it's probably, now don't hold this to me, Konami, if you're listening, maybe take this idea. It's probably that Konami wanted to do this project themselves with the Fox engine.
Yeah, that is a great speculation. If they do, the best thing to do would be maybe to announce that sometime in the future and say, "Hey guys, like the reason why we canned that." That's not officially said, but maybe they can say it and reiterate it. Is because look,
if they indeed canned it, yeah,
right. We're making our own. Right. Stuff. It sucks because these guys were probably really excited about it.
Yeah,
that trailer was amazing.
Yeah, that trailer was really good. Very filled with detail, and they were going to release it for free. I think you told me. Right?
Yeah. So if they didn't want anything from it, they just I'm pretty sure they kickstarted and all that and stuff just to get it up and running. I'm pretty sure
they're just lovers of the game.
Right.
They just wanted resources.
But they knew, like they said in their Facebook page, like we know we have to obviously cross that line when we're going to make this game.
Yeah.
Because it's been done before. Before, they were going to... so this fan asked Kojima if he could remake Metal Gear 1. I don't know if you heard this, but he asked him... This was, I think, like 2 years ago and stuff. And he gave him the okay. Few years down the line, canned it. Obviously, it wasn't Kojima, but it was the...
Or was it? Maybe he said okay there and then changed his mind.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
But it was canceled.
It was canceled.
Yeah.
So don't look forward to it anytime soon if it's going to be done on the Unreal Engine. But hopefully we can look forward to it on the Fox engine.
Yeah.
Not just Metal Gear Solid 1, but rather all the other games. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I will buy it, and I'm pretty sure that you would too.
Yeah.
Because we really want to enjoy it that way. Even though we've played Twin Snakes. And Twin Snakes was a remake of Part 1.
Right.
But we look forward to the Fox engine. In other news, so the DLC Cloaked in Silence is coming out on March 15th.
We finally got a date.
Yes, we finally have a date. Just a side note, we will be Twitching that day to give you our first impressions. If you're not following us on Twitch, go right ahead. Under the Cardboard Box podcast, all one word. Look us up, follow us, and be notified when we're on. We definitely want to be the first ones to play. Even though Konami already showcased some gameplay.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that.
We want to show you guys how we feel about it. We've seen obviously our first impressions already with video, but we want to show you guys our first impressions with playing it. It's totally different when you're watching it and playing it, and we want to show you how we feel about it and how the maps work out, how quiet works, and the different weapons that they're going to use, the different maps. I'm so excited about Coral Complex, which is the Mother Base remakes of that map. You know, now we can go on and like it's a multiplayer map. So I'm super excited about it. Check us out, twitch.tv/Under the Cardboard Box. So we don't know what time it comes out, so we'll be announcing it like, you know, that's kind of like to be announced and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know we'll be on early in the morning.
We'll give updates as they come.
Yeah. Check us out.
Be in touch with our Twitter, UCB Podcast. Follow us there for the latest news on not just UCBP, but on Metal Gear news and Kojima news. Log in, follow us. We would love for you to become part of our mother base. But back to the DLC Cloaked in Silence. Again, as I said, it's coming out on March 15th, and now this information focuses mainly on the appeal actions. So we've read that you'll be able to not only purchase the DLC, but of course appeal actions separately. We know that the DLC is going to cost $3.99 American dollars, but each appeal pack will be $1.99 American dollars. You've got different ones, the hero pack, the villain pack. Now, to activate these, you just simply have to hold down the right stick, and the first motion will be your default. Of course, you can customize this in the settings. And now, depending on the direction you point in, he'll do your character or avatar will do a different action for it. So basically, have fun with that if that's really what you want to do. I'm okay with just a salute, but we will be previewing this during our Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Also, Donna Burke talks about working with Hideo Kojima on MGS5. Fun fact before we get into that, she is actually the voice of the iDroid.
She is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you told me that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We've got to contact Donna Burke because I want some,
Yes.
I want a customized iDroid message from her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something. But yeah, man, she talks, I don't know if you saw the video that we had posted up about her singing Sins of the Father. She did a very good job. She seems like she's up and coming. I haven't really heard of any other, anything else she's done, any other work she's done. But by the way she speaks, she wasn't really that famous to begin with.
Yeah.
And I quote, she says, "I'll never forget when Kojima-san showed me the Red Band trailer. OMG, I was completely blown away. And to see my name up on the credits, what a thrill." End quote.
What a thrill.
I don't know if that was like a subtle hint towards it. I doubt it, but that's good. That was good. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
And also, she says that initially she didn't quite realize how big a deal Kojima was in the game industry. And I'm quoting her again. "Looking back, I think I was always pretty relaxed when dealing with Kojima-san, as I was completely ignorant of the worldwide fame. Only now do I think blank Kojima-san, but when I was recording for Peace Walker, again, she also did the theme for Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, I was still pretty dumb about how much of a big deal Metal Gear Solid really was. My ignorance meant I was completely relaxed." I think that's good. She also spoke about other events she's been to. She got to sing Snake Eater.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Was she the one who's...
No, Cynthia Harrow.
Yeah, because I'm like, I had a brain fart for a second there. I was just like, wait.
Yeah, Cynthia Harrow's a beast.
Cynthia Harrow's a beast. So she got to sing Snake Eater, Sins of the Father, and Heaven's Divide. And then she spoke about how Stephanie Jostein perform Quiet's theme. You can read much more about it on Metal Gear Informer.
Yeah.
She talks about her entire experience. It must have been a thrilling one. And she did a really good job in Sins of the Father, I think.
It was good.
I enjoyed listening to it. But talking about music, here we go to... this is the cover art for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Lost Tapes. Which I'm sure we're going to be displaying it for you right now.
Yes.
So, at the end of the month, a new soundtrack CD for Metal Gear Solid 5 will be released, called Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain The Lost Tapes. It will contain the tracks that weren't featured in the previous release official soundtrack CD for the game. The cover will feature the blood-covered Snake and Quiet with a yellow V overlaid on top. This cover is looking pretty beast.
Yeah.
I look forward to this. I would actually get this. I don't see a price anywhere. I know we said it beforehand. Now, there's going to be 2 editions to this. There's going to be a regular one and a limited one. The limited edition is actually going to have, I believe, 12 extra tracks. See more information on that, again, on Metal Gear Informer, where you can get all your Metal Gear tapes. Well, and it'll actually give you the track list where it's revealed. I think that's about it for Metal Gear news. You remember you can catch this every week on Tuesday. If you want to read ahead, head over to Metal Gear Informer and they'll be glad to show it to you.
Yeah, and like we've been doing before, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every Wednesday we come out with our news segment on YouTube. So if you just want to catch the news, something real quick that you guys can hear, like, oh, well, I wanna see what's going on and stuff with Metal Gear Solid and Hideo Kojima. We come out every Wednesday, just a news segment. So check us out there as well.
Yeah, I remember that. I have to mention this because you said this. We now bring you content every day of the week.
Yeah.
We have our news we have for our Patreon listeners. We have our full podcast.
Yep, early release on Monday.
For the general public, we have our podcast. Wednesdays we have the CB News on video on YouTube. Go comment, subscribe, and like. Thursday, the Coded Conversation.
Yep.
And also the early release for our Patreon users.
Full video.
For the full video. And on Friday, the full video actually comes out.
Yep.
So, guys,
every day a week we're doing something.
And we want to bring more content. This is only because of the supporters we've been getting, especially our Patreon supporters.
Yes, and sorry to cut you off. Another thing is on Thursdays we have our Twitch stream.
Yeah, thanks. Good catch, man.
Yeah.
So much content we have coming out. We forget when we actually have to set our phones.
Yeah.
To remind us. When was it this week that it was like Thursday and I was working?
Yeah. And I'm speaking to you and I'm literally going home and I'm like, yeah, so, hey man, so what time you think you're going to get here? And you're like, for what? And I'm like, for the Twitch stream, and stuff. And you're like, today's Thursday? I thought it was Wednesday. And I'm like, and mind you, it's like 6:30 p.m.
Right. So it's almost 7.
And you were working and you're just like, how have I been living this whole day?
That's what you said, though.
Yeah, and I'm saying like it's in my head. I'm just like, how did you live that whole day thinking it was Wednesday?
Yeah. But we will. We're trying to bring it to you to the best of our abilities. So join us there so that you can be first in line to actually catch up.
That's patreon.com/UCB podcast.